Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today, got another big parlor item. This is Mental Frame from Vernet Magic, and they were kind enough to send me this along with a couple of other things that we could look at together. Again, parlor prop, stage prop, little bit of a mental prediction, but also fun, right? It's also fun. I don't think you can watch this without feeling a little bit of levity. So let's talk about what Mental Frame is. Mental Frame is a frame. It is a wooden frame. You can see there's some feet there at the bottom so that it can stand up when you have your magic table out, okay? But it's a brown frame. This is pretty much just about how big it is, okay? And you're gonna hold it just like this. Obviously the audience can see you through it, or you can hold it like this if you want. You can set it down on the table. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna clothespin items to the top. And as the spectators think about those items, they're going to fly off. So in the main example of the trick, you're going to come out with a white paper bag like this with little handles, and you're going to open it up, okay, like that. And there's nothing inside, it's empty. It really is empty, okay? And you're gonna have the spectator drop colored socks into the bag one at a time. So first they will drop in blue, then they will drop in yellow, next they will drop in green, and last they will drop in red. And every single one of those socks gets shook up, right? Shook. And then you as the magician will turn aside like this, and you will open the bag and have them reach in blindly, okay? They'll reach in blindly, mix them all up, and they'll pull one sock out. And they'll show it to the audience. They'll say, "This is the sock," right? But your back is turned, okay? They're gonna crumple the sock up. They can put it in their fist. They can put it behind their back. You will never see the sock they take. You can then take the bag and remove it from play. It's no longer needed. You are then gonna redirect their gaze to your frame. And you're gonna explain that you have a corresponding color, right? For the blue that's in the bag, there's a blue here, yellow, red, green. They're the matching, right? They're the matching colors of the socks that were in the bag. Apparently, you don't know which color was taken. We know that the spectator took red, right? And now that you want the audience members to think of the other colors. They're to think of blue, yellow, or green. And as they think of those colors, they're going to fly off the frame. Like literally, the clip will explode and the color will leap off until you go down to 1, and that'll be the chosen color. You wanna see what they look like when they fly off the frame? Like you wanna see like, okay, if we concentrate really hard on yellow, what would yellow look like? It would look like that. It would look like that. You will also get kind of like a soft grocery bag, soft carrying bag for your frame, should you wanna carry it to your gig. And you will get a set of 4 postcards that you could use instead. So these would be postcards you could use instead of socks, right? You have people think of a country. You could also do this with dollar bills, right? Different denominations. You could have a 1, a 5, a 10, and a 20 hanging there as well. Of course, that means they're gonna fly off, and so will your money. All right, so is it what I thought? I didn't know what to think before I saw it, but I had the advantage of seeing it and learning about it at the same time. It's actually based on an old Barry Richardson effect. And it is well made. Everything's well made. You saw it, right? The socks aren't really socks. They're just colored pieces of felt, okay? But the video is shot pretty much like other Vernet Magic videos done in their studio. They're gonna do a live performance. It's also done with a studio audience. They'll talk about what you get. They'll do a full performance. They'll show you how to set up the frame, and you do have to set it up in a specific way for it to work. You can't be sloppy. They're gonna run through the entire effect, again, with commentary. Then they'll show you briefly how you could do it with bills or postcards. The entire tutorial, though, is only about 13 minutes. Wise, nobody should see it from the back. That's where all your mechanics is. That's where all the magic is happening, which of course then means it can't be inspected, right? You couldn't have a spectator walk around to the backside of you, or want to look at it in between sets, or after your performance. You wouldn't want them to see that. But it is easy to do. So how difficult is it? It's not difficult at all. In fact, I watched the trailer, and then I got the box open, and I knew exactly how to do it. I mean, there was nothing, I didn't learn anything other than how to specifically set up the frame. And that was helpful, of course. But I knew roughly what I was supposed to do. It's completely self-working. It is noisy, but the noise is the clothespin springing off. You think that it's the gimmick making noise, but it's not. It's plastic clothespins clacking, when they expand. I don't know what wooden clothespins would sound like. I wonder if you got maybe really nice wooden clothespins, I wonder if it would be not as loud, but I don't know. The colorful ones are fine too. You're not gonna worry about setup and reset, because you're probably only gonna do this once, and then you're gonna put everything away. But there's nothing in this that you need to replace, right? This is a one-time purchase, and you'll be able to do this again and again and again. So, positives, it's a lot of fun. It's a big prop. It's definitely gonna take 5 minutes in your parlor or stage act, and it's completely easy to do. You can't screw this up, I hope. So that means you can focus completely on your character and completely on your presentation and your volunteer. Negatives, it does make a mess, right? Because then afterwards, you will have clothespins and socks scattered around. I'm not the kind of person that likes to stop in the middle of my performance and get down on my hands and knees and pick up a clothespin. And who knows, maybe if you're actually on a stage, one of those clothespins might fire off into the audience, and then you got to go find it. So all the more reason that I would probably want to just buy a big bag of wooden clothespins and then not care. Let them rocket off into the audience. I don't care, right? The socks won't fire off because they're cloth. They have some weight to it, and they're not aerodynamic, right? They're just gonna flutter to the ground. So I wouldn't worry about finding those. But yeah, and just make sure that you're doing a large action to cover a small action, and you should be fine. So how much is it? It's $180. 180 bucks. It is. It has a big price tag, and like I said, you're not getting a lot, but you are getting a large prop. And when you're doing parlor magic and stage magic, I mean, I just recently did a gig for about 100 ladies, and they were in a room that wasn't wide. It was long, which means the women in the back were gonna have the most difficult seeing, right? Because they were far away, and they were trapped behind tables. If they had just been in chairs, they would have been up close. So I needed to think about props that could be seen in the back of the room, right? Because it has to be magic for everybody in the room. Otherwise, the people up front get a great show, and the people in the back don't get a great show. But this has a nice color and animation to it, which would allow people in the back to see. So think about it. Mental frame, Vernet magic. Big, huge thanks to Vernet for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, and lastly, I would like to remind you that mine is not the only voice out there. When making a magic purchase, be sure to watch other review channels to get a well-rounded opinion. Please don't take my word for it. I am just one voice. There are plenty of other fantastic review channels out there, and you should be listening to all of them. I've included several of my favorite channels here, but I'm sure you know of a few others. Please do yourself a favor and subscribe and follow these talented people as well, so that you're always making the best purchase possible that fits your style and your character. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.